Hello there, Internet. MegaMogwai here, and I got another Legends of Runeterra for you guys today. And today I got a deck that I'm just really excited to share because I love this region combination. And I'm going to bring one of my favorite followers in the game. In fact, one of the followers that actually really got my channel out there, because I think one of the most popular videos that I uploaded back in the day was the championless Undying deck with Bilgewater, and now I'm bringing him back in a champion combination that I was really excited to try out, and that is Lux and Kindred. I really like what they did with Lux, buffing her, making her a 5-drop, and I really like what they did with Kindred, buffing him, making him a 4-drop. Both champions got a cost reduction, and they're still not top tier on their own. So, I mean, I don't know about Kindred, to be honest. I've heard good things about him, but I don't think he's quite tier 1 in some of the meta decks right now. And that goes to show how underpowered they were to begin with. And yeah, in case you're wondering, MegaMogwai, where's the story? Where's the classic intro and all that? Well, not classic, because I did that for the first time yesterday. I can't really pull that off every day. For those of you who don't understand how YouTube editing is, like, I spent like 3 hours editing for 5 minutes, so it takes quite a bit out of me. And if I want to keep daily uploads going, I can't really do that every single day. But given the reception that you guys had towards that intro, you know, I read every single comment, by the way. Like, I put a lot of work into it, and I was really excited to see what you guys thought about it. And yeah, given the reception, I definitely will be doing more in the future. But, you know, when the timing is right, you know, when somebody pokes me on YouTube, you know, tries to like make a little bit of fun of me, and now they'll think twice about it. Such a dick. But seriously, you know, all in good fun. And yeah, I felt like writing a bit of a weird script. Like, I actually wrote that script like 10 minutes, but it was really fun. Like, you know, play with the voices and stuff. I never had really actually tried that, to be honest, and yeah, it was pretty funny. So yeah, expect more of those in the future here and there, you know, but not on a regular basis. And regarding deck stories, you know, that also takes effort, believe it or not, you know, to actually come up with a mini story for the deck. And today I'm just going to keep things for the deck tech. But thank you so much for the support on yesterday's video. It really, like, seeing all those comments really brought a smile to my face. And I also loved watching Grappler's reaction in his Twitch. In case you haven't checked it out, you can go to his Twitch channel and check out his VOD and see the reaction there. You know, very, very genuine dude, you know, like no ill meant. And yeah, that's the end of that ramble, because I kind of like went on a tangent there for like really long. But ultimately, let's go back to the deck. Let's talk about what we're going to be playing today, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, we're combining Lux and Kindred, and the main thing that I wanted to do with these is run a full set of Vengeance, because Vengeance is also a card that got a cost reduction recently. I think this is the best buff Legends of Runeterra has seen in a long time. Control decks really needed this, and there's been no repercussions from it, and I love it. I love 6-mana Vengeance. I love the ability to play 2 Vengeances back-to-back on the same turn, and I love it with Lux because it just mixes in so perfectly, because we're able to level up Lux and generate the final spark. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing, by playing a Vengeance, which allows us to start picking up the board. And there are some decks in which you just never have enough removal. The idea is the combination of Kindred and Lux can allow us to control the board state, and we have units like the Undying to capitalize on control matchups, which don't rely as much on units. That's how we patch up that weakness, because we are getting a lot of control for the board, but we can be a little bit vulnerable to more reactive decks otherwise. And the Undying can mix really well with cards like Single Combat. As we build up the Undying more and more and more, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and thus Single Combat can be a two mana just kill anything, which is really neat. But we gotta work for that, and in order to do that, we have a bunch of units that can, you know, kill the Undying, amongst other things. We have a full set of Ravenous Butcher, and we have a full set of the Wings and the Wave. Can be pretty flexible, can set up fodder, or can kill fodder itself. As we have a full set of Curse Keeper to allow us to have a little bit of tempo early on, and we have a couple of copies of Spirit Leech alongside a full set of Glimpse Beyond, giving us a little bit of Thresh Nasus vibes. As we have a one-off of Purify. This was my girlfriend's idea, which I found really neat because it's really good in this meta, as it can single-handedly shut down the wounded White Flame, you know, the dragon that took an arrow to the knee. We can completely shut it down by silencing it permanently, unlike Hush. And we can silence all sorts of other things, like we can use this against Ari Cannon to silence an elusive unit. and thus shut down or surprise trade into Ahri. And there's just a lot of things that we can do with Purify. Also really good against Lurk, etc, etc. You know, there's an argument for running more copies of this card, to be fair, but we have so many good 2-mana spells in Sealed Combats, Vile Feast, Glimpse Beyond, that it kind of feels awkward to add anything in. And because some of these decks are very prevalent, you know, and there's not as many pings running around nowadays, we're able to play a full set of Riposte, which is really good in this meta, especially against Pantheon decks. You know, especially if people play a lot of Pantheon because of yesterday's video. You got a deck with triple Riposte that can mix really well, and I like it because it's 4 mana burst speed, which means if we play 1 2-mana spell, we can use Riposte onto Lux and then get that level up onto the final Spark. So it's either a combination of a 2 mana and 4 mana play, 3 2-mana spells, or a 6 mana one-off of Vengeance to get the final Spark from her, which is the idea. Radiant Guardian, very important for very aggressive decks. Aggressive decks are our biggest weakness because sometimes we rely on the Undying and we have cards like Curse Keeper. If we don't find our Wings or our Butchers, we can be pretty susceptible to early aggression, and that is a big weakness to take into account. So Radiant Guardian definitely does help out. With that tough, it can be really, really clutch against Scouts, amongst other decks. And we have a couple of copies of Rekindler for matches that drag out, so we can bring back our high value champions. The idea is turn 4 Kindred, turn 5 Lux are just threats that come you know, one after the other and really give the opponent a lot to deal with, and sometimes it can be too much. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of my deck tech. I think I went through that relatively fast considering I went on like a 2-minute tangent there. So yeah, thank you guys for all the recent support. Hope you enjoyed today's games. Have a solid day. Leave a like. Enjoy the video. And yeah, my outro is just like really messed up at this point. So yeah, love ya. Enjoy the matches. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, here we go. Man, I absolutely love playing this archetype. I'm so excited because this is one of those decks that I have a little bit of favoritism towards. I know I said the Edford, but this is legit. I just love Shadow Owls with Demacia. It's a region combination that I really enjoy. And I miss my boy the Undying. Speaking of the Undying, especially considering we're facing a control deck, this is a pretty ideal matchup for it. I'm going to drop the Rekindler for now, though, and Riposte. Rekindler's not bad. Like, arguably, I could keep him. But not without a champion in hand, you know? It's just that in a control matchup, it's definitely very useful. And these things are not a threat until like I actually play units, so this is a good matchup for the Undying to shine.
I help when I can. Shut up.
By the way, playtesting this deck, you know, I ran into Den back to back playing Lurk. First of all, Den, why are you still playing Lurk? Aren't you a deck builder? Second of all, I'm salty because in both games he picked up double Pike spell on me. Not one, but two fucking Pike spells on me. Like really early on as well. But we won the second one. Honestly, I wish I was recording because it was an incredibly epic. It was like one of the craziest games I ever had. But I was testing. That's also something that people think that just because I run into them on ladder, I'm recording. And I actually, most of the time that I'm playing, I'm actually not recording. But it really sucks when you miss like such an incredible game.
This is where the magic happens.
All right. We're gonna attack with the Undying. And now we're gonna play you. Zombie Mister. We can play Chronicle of Ruin here, honestly.
Hey, big man. You ready to get in vetting?
All day, every day, Reggie.
He has a challenger. I could riposte this round, but I feel I take a big hit if I do. But getting rid of Jace is actually really important, so I think it may actually be worth it. I get to draw twice here, and then I can riposte. I take 6 damage, but I think that's fine. I want to surprise him.
Let's get started.
Yeah, getting rid of Jace is pretty vital. It's expensive, quite a bit of damage, but I think for now we can manage. Swing first. Now, because now these single combats with the Undying work really well. Oh no, it's Nagapura. Shit. It is Nagapura, ladies and gentlemen. I may have to preserve the single combat just to avoid. Yeah, I can trade into this guy in case he wants to go for like a thermogenic beam or something to try to trigger that. That makes sense. So now I can just do this. And I can enable a Ravenous Butcher here, and I can start spreading out with these Undyings that are going to be very, very threatening towards him because he's ultimately a control deck. Even though he's applying pressure, as long as we avoid any more further damage. Now we got a decent defense here. Very nice. And 2 Undyings that keep getting bigger and bigger. We got even more card draw. What the hell? Alright, so we're gonna have to do this. Well, I can always single combat there, so it's not a problem really. It's not a problem really. Like I can always, because I can't dodge this, to be honest. Those single combats.
This eye looked right fierce.
Traffic.
Doesn't want to kill the Undyings, but he doesn't want to stall a little bit because he could be vulnerable to an atrocity. It's too much damage, yeah. You can't risk it. Force the trade. He's got 5 cards left. We got a Vengeance. We can just pass here. We're going to keep that Vengeance open. Some repose here, which are...
Well, I did say I wanted to see the world.
You know...
We weren't expecting callers.
Completely fine. Alright, works out. Pass right back. Four, 6, 7. Yeah, it's pretty good because we can enable
Don't you look a sight?
kill with Lux if he tries to get cheeky. Because if he plays Ladros, then I just kill him. If that's what he wants to do, if he really wants to play Commander Ladros, we will punish him. Oh.
Ah, fearless. Don't you look a sight? Ah, fearless.
That's so great.
Everywhere I go.
The late fellas. Okay, that's funny.
Going to the light.
We need the space for the Rekindler, so we're gonna pass here. Get our Undyings back. I want to see. I want to see the Commander Ladros. That's what I want to see. Come on, show me the Ladros. Show me the Ladros. Thank you. Beautiful. I'll let the dead rest. Fortunately, that's you. I just realized we don't have lethal. Uh-oh.
And all things bright.
Okay, atrocity.
Kings and vagrants alike will fall.
Nice. There's an argument for... Well, no, actually use vengeance on my Undying.
Pushing my limit.
Yeah, I derped there actually. I actually derped there for sure because I thought he was at 4 because I thought the hit went through, but he used vengeance on my Undying, so I actually did not. I was vulnerable there to just straight up burn, but it had to be fast speed burn, so it had to be like get excited and stuff. It couldn't be aftershock, for example. So I guess we dodged the bullet with that one, but I was like laughing manically, and I actually did not realize that I was vulnerable. Because that vengeance on the Undying actually sent me in a play. Maybe there's an argument to playing Lux there, forcing a ruination out of him, because that gives me a 4/2 to attack with, and I can vengeance the unit in response to that, to a ruination. I get my escaped abomination. I can hit him. I'm not sure how much he was at though. I have to look back, but I had, how much did I hit him for? I'd have to look back, but I'm pretty sure there's a way I could have piloted that differently. I have to be a little bit sharper, I think. All right, round 2. All right, ref real slim. I don't know. I thought about Slim Shady when reading this. Well, in this matchup, they have access to Hush, so we gotta be aware of that. Plus, the Undying is not that great to begin with. I kind of want to keep the card draw. Spirit Leash is actually good in general. Not so sure about Vile Feast, actually. I think we may drop this. Keep the rest. Yeah, I don't think Vile Feast is what we need here. You know, they're not so much about barriers. We'll get it anyways. I do want to apply some pressure. Because I got card draw anyways, so I want to get some damage in. Got a Purify, that's really good. This can counter a dragon, so we can let them invest on one of those. Get some damage on him. I really like that I kept the Spirit Leech in my hand. Very important. Even though we just drew Kindred, okay. Yeah, definitely trade here. I could Purify this, but it's not worth it.
Shall we, dear wolf?
I'm ready, little lamb.
I gotta keep the... I gotta play Kindred first, because I can apply a lot of pressure. Lots and lots of pressure. Okay, so what? I mean, he has Sharp Sight. Like, he needs a lot more than that. Like, we counter Riposte. Yeah. Alright. You know, we got our Purify target. Huzzah! They never expect the Purify Inquisition. Oh my god, this is beautiful. Oh. Oh, get that chow out of here! My chow! My food!
I am more than I seem.
Just want to do this before you eat. Kindred shut down! Kindred shut down! With grace and precision. I used to say divinity all the time. I have no idea why. And we climbing, boys! Let's go for that one. Darkness. Another matchup in which Undying will be really good. And there he is. I love the Chronicler of Ruin. I like the Kindred as well. Do I even need Chris Keeper? I don't think I do. But yeah, I'm actually gonna mulligan the... Considering I have the Undying, I like the Undying game plan instead. I can carry over the Spellman after the first couple of turns and have the spells enabled. Yeah, this is better. I want to find stuff like Ravenous Butcher. The Wings in the Wave. Even if he gets Twisted Catalyzer, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. It's a bit of a slow start, right, for us with this game plan, but in a matchup like this, I think we can afford it.
Big head, big brain.
I don't know what he's playing around.
Oh, brilliance! Yes, yes! Let us take a peek at life beneath the waves.
Do I push for damage?
They retreat.
The problem is by revealing Kindred here, I open up to a like a Darkbolt Acolyte would really suck here. Okay, he's playing the Go Hard version.
Fight begins. Is it time?
Not yet. We must be patient.
I'm hungry.
I know. Prepare to slumber.
We're doused with genius. No darkness.
Shall we, dear wolf?
I'm ready, little lamb.
Give me your malice, creatures of doom.
Come on now. That's not gonna cut it. See, this is why this deck is like really against anything that's not Ari Cannon. It's so ass. Like too many pings, man. Too many pings.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
I smell prey.
I'm gonna swing head on. We're gonna prevent them from being able to play Veigar. We may even like set up Lux to make him think that he can develop Veigar. And then we butch.
Everywhere I go, the
Light follows.
Huh. Guess I'm the big guns now.
This was fun. Who will we chase now?
Everyone, dear wolf.
I'm gonna single combat.
Keep your distance.
We slay. We set that up. We survive that. Now we just pass.
Oh, brilliance. Yes, yes.
I want to be able to kill anything else. Though to be fair, I have the ability to do this and this, so we should definitely set up something here. Yeah, just pass. We just pass. Like, because right now we have lethal. We have the Undying there as well. And we want to play reactively here, because right now we're in a very, very strong position. Yeah. That's what I thought.
Darkness and light.
If he has pings, though. He needs 2 pings. That's just not happening. Now we Vile Feast. 2/2/2. And we shut him down. God damn, that was clean. That was absolutely clean. Love it.
With grace and precision.
Exactly. Scouts. Good old scouts. I mean, Radiant Guardian is pretty important here. So is Riposte until they fucking have like Misfortune. Then it's not that good. I mean, Purify can stop like. I mean, Purify can be pretty good, but I'd rather find other stuff. It can be decent, but it's not incredible, and I need tempo, which is something that this deck can lack unless I mulligan a little bit more aggressively. We find double Curse Keeper, just need to find some, you know, butchers and stuff, and then we're good. We definitely don't want to see the Undying in this matchup.
Hello, new best friend.
Wow, that's a roll. That's a roll if I've ever seen one.
Okay, ready.
I'm gonna take this hit. Just because I can use this body for later, even though Misfortune is a threat, and I know. Okay. I'd love to see a glimpse. I'd love to use a glimpse beyond here, but I can always enable like Radiant Guardian with the Butcher, so I'd rather just do. I mean, but this gives me more momentum. No, I'm gonna do this. Am I? Yeah, I need to draw. I need to draw. I need to find options. Oh, speaking of draw.
Nice to meet you. I'm Isla.
Alright. Open attack.
I've got your back.
Well, that's annoying. I can trade into that. I'm taking a lot of damage, though. No doubt about it.
We weren't expecting flawless. I'll do better this time.
7. And now by enabling this, I can play Radiant Guardian turn 5, which is why we didn't play this earlier.
Dangerous waters. I fight for the fallen.
There's nothing on the board that can trade into this, even after a Sharp Sight. Double Sharp Sight can do it, but double Sharp Sight is like highly specific.
You will be scoured from this land.
I'm not gonna play around that. I'm gonna attack. I need some health back.
Back off, baddies.
Yes.
No.
Very important. Alright. This Radiant Guardian is massive. Absolutely massive. That
Fortune favors the bold. The ocean is no place for the weak.
I'm not really vulnerable against this, to be honest.
Everywhere I go, the light.
I don't think I need Concerted Strike this round.
Blessed is motion.
All I need is Purify.
Hold back the darkness.
Love ya.
This tough is just the shit. This tough is insane. This tough is just amazing. Okay. Alright. Come at me, bro. I'm telling you, Radiant Guardian is insane here.
For the tribe.
Okay, ready.
What else you dragging into this? Because your challengers are dying. Like, the fact that these have 2 health is so vital. That's why I wasn't too happy about seeing Spirit Leech, because in this matchup, yeah. Yeah. Dude, Radiant Guardian. I'm telling you, that play of keeping the Ravenous Butcher for turn 5, game winning. This would have been a completely different game if I didn't take that path. He's stuck. He can't break through this. Like, the tough keyword alongside the lifesteal is just crushing for this deck. Yep, that he's forced to just do that. Yeah, he loses 2 birds. And now everything else on his board is so weak. I got this Concerted Strike that I knew I wouldn't need this round. Cool story, bro. Coolest of stories. We swing.
Justice and all things bright. light.
I protect my own.
And we can use in this matchup we can use our shit offensively. Yeah, we just keep that.
Yeah, I'm up.
It's just funny because I could just, I mean, I kind of I want to purify this and I want to concerted that. I can start clearing off his board, so it doesn't, things don't get too out of hand.
Hell of a day.
Just pass. I have this purify that can reserve, and now I got praise for these. This is perfect. This is a great draw.
You're covered.
That's so funny. That is so funny.
I've been hiding my light too long.
I'm gonna clear this as well. Deal a little bit more damage. Hitting the 3-1. I want to do that because otherwise you can go for the Demacia, exactly.
Oh, Mirai. This is my choice.
I will end this here.
La, 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 la.
It's fine. Because if he wants to go for a sharp sight, we can deal with that. But now we can do this. Draw a little bit through our deck. Nice. Again, rally for 3 mana. We don't have to worry about that. Just drop that there. Get some more card draw going on. I like drawing cards. I love it.
Soldiers, to me.
Strike for justice.
These chroniclers just heal this.
You will be scoured from this land.
And he just gets out. Got him!
Did we win?
We did, Lux. We did. Alright. We just keep climbing and climbing and climbing. Climbing and climbing and climbing. Climbing and climbing. We keep climbing. We're gonna face Pantheon. Hashtag Pantheon. This is... It's an interesting hand. I want to keep the Purify because it counters the Dragon and the Faded Followers, so it's pretty good here. Vengeance can also be pretty neat. I'm not crazy about the Undying, to be honest. Not in this matchup. But then again, I have... No. I'm gonna search for other shit. It's kind of hushed. Like, there's a lot of ways. Like, it's low tempo. But then again, I mean,
I will die when I am ready.
it is better than, okay, Pale Cascade's coming. Yeah, maybe I should have kept it, honestly. Like, because I could always. Oh. Yeah, yikes. Yep, I should have kept the Undying. Should definitely have kept the Undying. That was a mistake. Don't mulligan away the Undying like that. I wanted to find like Curse Keepers and stuff to give me blockers, but to be honest, like that was a big mistake. Yeah.
Come out from your shadows, demon.
Ah, that's silly on my part. It's just not great in this matchup, and I wanted something else, but I was a little bit too reckless right there. And my opponent doesn't have like a great opening either. And I'm not able to capitalize on this, which is, it's unfortunate. Okay, well, better late than never. Sorry, buddy. I really didn't mean to do that. I can always avenge, yeah, that's fine. I need to draw. Okay. I need to draw again. Alright, not great. Cool. Yeah, I'd like to single combat myself, but that can just be, I could consider strike. No, I can just wait, to be honest. Like, that's not that big of a problem. Let's play the Ravenous Butcher. Oh, God. Could have a Bastion. 8 damage. I mean, that's a bit too much, right? I'm gonna Purify. It's okay. I mean, if he has Golden Aegis, like, he doesn't really get anything out of it. Just gonna go for another one there. That's fine. All right, we're outvaluing him. Like, he hasn't been able to apply enough pressure to us. Even though we did have that misplay without a doubt. Okay, now we're talking. But I want to hold back. I want to attack with you first. What if he has a Hush? But he could also just have a Concerted Strike. Or a single combat right there. It's pretty good. Still have Kindred.
They retreat.
Okay. We haven't taken that much damage. I have to Vengeance this. Because if he has a Bastion, we can, yeah, we can Vile Feast. Beautiful.
We cry out, no more gods, no more demons.
And that's why Vile Feast is such a beautiful thing. Neat. Neat. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Alright. A little bit of damage there, but we can always use this later. Good single combat here. That's fine. Let's just take this in. Question is, now we're gonna have a total of 9, 12 mana. This plus that. I'd rather just develop you, to be honest, because we can't enable this with Vengeance, anyways.
We each died, then found home.
I'm ready to shine.
They will.
Can we clear that? Shit.
To protect all, unyielding.
Come from the dark.
Got us. I wonder if there was any way we could have gone around that. Like the moment they played Taric, just not being able to get our Undying at 5 was the biggest issue. Was there anything we could have done? We just couldn't get it to die. Was the thing.
Death on a small.
If we had used that, yeah, death. Death indeed. Maybe if we block like this.
Naivete.
No matter what we do.
Conflagration. My time.
Dazzling.
Oh man.
Never submit.
Kindred. GG. Good game. Could have played that differently, but they got us. Don't mulligan on die like that.
Not for long.
I cry every time. Ah man. Yeah, definitely don't mulligan on die. Like I think we shot ourselves in the foot right there, and we had too much of a slow. I mean, we're getting back into it, man. Like we got rid of Pantheon and everything. But we opened ourselves up. Like the fact that he got Taric in that golden egg, but he was bound to draw Taric eventually. So it's not like he got lucky or anything. It's just that we left ourselves wide open. But I don't know how we otherwise, like we need to develop, you know, because we just didn't have much procs. We had to make use of the single combat. We needed that Undying to be bigger. So maybe there was an argument for going for a preemptive single combat earlier on to just get that unit to a 5/5 stat line, you know, because that would have just changed everything. That really would have changed everything. All right, you live and you learn. Let's go for another one. All right, darkness again. Our final boss. We have Curse Keeper. I think I'm gonna go for a full mulligan, to be honest. Except for the Curse Keeper. But I want to be aggressive here. Because the Undying is a very nice resource to have against them, but I also need some speed, and not the bad kind of speed. Like I need actual like swiftness with it by attacks.
Big head, big brain. Yes.
I want to surprise him. I just want to go tempo. Ultimate tempo. Because single combat already enables me to punish a Veigar, so I'm gonna make use of this and just go bonkers on him, just absolute face. He can trade into the 4/2 and then take 10 damage. Unless he manages to have 2 pings, beautiful. Beautiful. All right. It's a lot of damage. Rubber 2?
Never one.
Without the other.
We're swinging again.
What are you wearing? Hopeless, honestly.
He goes for vengeance. Just smorking him. We can smork, potentially.
The sun is shining. We should too.
Sometimes, you know, this Shadow Owl's package got nerfed, but it can still scrap. I'm gonna go for the vengeance. Vengeance the Veigar, and then final spark face. Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Because the problem with Kindler synergy here,
Pushing my limit.
anime, is that we're vulnerable to darkness. Like Kindred is very, very vulnerable to darkness. They have to like Vile Feast here probably. And the cool thing about Darkness decks right now is that a lot of them run a lot of pings, right? And because they're trying to adapt to Ari Cannon. And we can adjust to that. Yep. They gotta do that. And they gotta do that immediately, otherwise we just knock him out. And honestly, I made a mistake here.
Astounding curiosities lie ahead.
As crazy as this seems, I'm gonna actually sack that butcher because I think he doesn't have many pings right now. And I want to make sure that my attack is flawless.
A beacon in battle.
Yep, got him. We high rolled the hell out of that one. But hey,
Would it help if I apologize?
not really.